I just got off of work and there's absolutely not a better way for me to wind down than to talk to you guys and dye my hair. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Because I still don't wanna touch my roots with bleach, I'm gonna put orange halfway up these roots. Then for the other half of my root, I'll do red. And then everywhere that's blue, I will put a burgundy color. I mix it up to be more of a red burgundy. That way when I put the reddish burgundy on these blue ends, it'll turn like a purplish burgundy, hopefully. I'm also gonna be putting a design into my undercut, so that's my plan for today. Let's go ahead and mix up all these colors. First of all, I wanted to start off by saying 5 ounces for $25 is pretty dang expensive, so it better be worth it. It says it's a color refresh, so basically if I had brown that was fading, this is what I would use in the shower to keep up with my color. I'm gonna put it on dry hair and make it act as a dye, and we'll see how this will work out. I thought this tube was so cool though, because it has a flip cap, which is pretty normal for dye, but you can't twist this off, and usually you can twist these off and peel the tinfoil off, but this one doesn't have the tinfoil. It has like a tab that you pull and break off, so I thought that was so cool, and I'm gonna do this with you before I mix up my color for these test strands. Just like that. Bink! And then we have our dye. So this is Mango Tango. And this is Mango Tango on darker hair, the color of my roots, my natural roots. We've got this dark cherry that I made with Xmkondo, it looks like, because it's got an X on there and it has the sparkles in there. So this dark cherry one, I'm not exactly sure when I made this. I'm gonna make my own burgundy. So I'm taking this brown and this winterberry that I mixed up last year during my Christmas video. I'm gonna do a little swatch of just regular brown. Ooh, look at how thin that nozzle is. Wow, that is like extremely tiny. And then I'm gonna do one with some red. I squeezed them all into containers, that way it's just easier to apply to my head with a brush. But I did realize when I was squeezing this one out, it's sparkly, like Xmkondo, but a lot sparklier. I think it's mica that makes it sparkly, I don't know. But whatever it is that makes it sparkle, it's finer sparkles, so there's more spread throughout, and it just looks so beautiful. Depending on how quickly this washes out, I might try more colors. I am super freaking excited. Here's the before. I'm gonna start by dyeing my undercut, and you could probably guess what I'm going to put into my hair. I wonder what it could be. So I literally went outside, picked the perfect size leaf that'll fit into my undercut, cleaned it, that way I don't get any critters in my hair, and we're just gonna slap some dye on this and hopefully just create like a stamp. That way I don't have to fiddle around with trying to make a leaf symmetrical on the back of my head. I don't think I'm gonna shave anything today. I think I'm just gonna paint it. I keep saying paint, but I mean dye, but like this is my canvas back here, okay guys? This is my therapy. I wanna be able to like incorporate all of these stems in it too. I think that would be super cool. So let's go ahead and try this out. So it made an imprint of the leaf on the foil. Hopefully it will do the same on my hair. I'm gonna make sure we place this right the first time. Oh, it worked! Let's peel it off and hope it worked all the way. Ooh. Ah! So right off the bat, that's what it looks like. Taking a very, very thin paintbrush, and I'm just going to touch up those points on the end. Now I'm taking the dark cherry, and I'm going to put the veins on the leaf with that. We'll see how this rinses out, because I might actually go back and add more shading. But right now I'm gonna leave it the way it is. You know, actually, come to think of it, I might just outline this leaf in brown. Let's see what that looks like. I feel like I ought to blend this out. So I have a little bit of this pastel yellow left. I'm just gonna take whatever's left on this brush and mix it in whatever's left in this and make more of a fall color. I'm gonna take this and slap it on everything. Here's where I'm leaving it for now until I rinse it out and maybe try again. The cat just ran face first into the door. I can't. So before I start the top, I'm going to put this foil over that design that we just put in, and then I can pull down all those colors and not worry about all of those colors laying on top and ruining our artwork. Actually, instead of putting the foil here, I'm just going to foil the first layer that I pull down because this isn't going to stick onto that. I'm just going to be very careful and do this first layer. So again, I'm putting the orange on my dark roots, the red on that blonde in between, and the burgundy on the blue ends. I'm trying to keep it at an arch out, that way it's not laying directly on there. Blend those colors together. I can't wait to see this in the sunlight. I hope it takes on my virgin roots. I don't think I've ever dyed my hair brown, to be honest. And since this is just a color refresh, I wonder how long it's gonna last in my hair before it rinses out. I shall keep you updated. Keep watching my videos if you want to know the answers. So now that I've got this first layer foiled, I can pull down the other top layers. Stare myself in the eye. I could play music over this, or I could just talk through it and tell you about my day, because it was an interesting day to say the least. So imagine walking in thinking it's gonna be a nice Sunday morning, everybody's all caught up, and then bam, before you get 2 sips into your coffee, you get an order for 12 tacos, 4 burritos, 4 crunchy tacos, 3 nacho fries, 2 pizzas on a Sunday morning at 9:30. Excuse you? Do you realize that one person makes this? Also, one thing that I didn't know until I started working fast food, and I thought I would share with you guys. Most windows and drive-through speakers have a timer on them, and we have to meet a certain goal. I didn't know that drive-throughs were timed until I started working for Taco Bell. Another thing that happened today is as soon as I got home from work, somebody was parked in my parking spot. Now you tell me, am I the asshole for leaving this note on their windshield? Because it's not the first time this has happened. The spots are numbered for our unit numbers, and it's making the neighbors park in different spots as well. Like, imagine, the way I see it is there's a stranger parked in my driveway. You wouldn't park in somebody's driveway if you didn't know them. I don't feel comfortable having a stranger's car parked next to mine where they could damage it. They're parked in front of my house, so if they wanted to, they could look into my windows. I mean, I don't have to explain why I would need that spot. I might have visitors that I want to have over. I might have an emergency. You never know. I don't understand that. Park in the visitor spot. There are literal spots to park in. There are spots in the street to park in. I know it's stupid to rant on about, but like, I pay for that spot. Am I the asshole? I'm going from a darker color to a lighter color, so I really want to make sure everything is saturated. Otherwise, that lighter color you had underneath will really show through. Ooh, that needs to be saturated a lot more. Pinch and twist and do what you gotta do. Make sure that hair is covered. When I get to the front, I'll come back because it's pretty hard for me to see from here to here on camera. I got all of it done, orange roots to burgundy ends, but for these bangs I think I'm gonna do the opposite. So I'm gonna do brown roots to orange ends. I just think that'll look a little bit cooler to have that pop of color in the front. And I did do a test strand before I started any of this to see if orange would go over this blue, and it will. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. Can you believe that? If you would have asked me 2 years ago where I saw myself it definitely wouldn't have been here. So thank you guys
so much for your support. It really means the world to me.
I'm going to put the brown on my roots where those are brown. It has been so long since I have had a natural hair color in my hair. And this isn't even completely all natural. I am breaking my own rules here. Supposed to start with the lightest color. That way if I get anything on the end, I can wipe it off really quickly. But I'm not doing that, and I'll probably regret it. I will definitely put the orange on before I put the red on though. Otherwise that red will overpower everything. So I'm putting that little bit of red in between the orange and the brown, and we'll call it a night. I'm gonna clean this up. So I'm gonna let this process for probably about 40 minutes. I know that this color refresh is supposed to be on damp hair for 10 minutes to just revitalize your color pretty much. But I didn't have brown hair before, but I definitely should now. So I'll be back. Y'all, look at this color in the sun. I had to go outside into the woods for this. This is exactly what I wanted. I absolutely love it, and I didn't think I was gonna because it's just a basic color. It's really monotone, but in the sunlight, it's not, and it looks so cool. I'm so glad that I inverted the gradient up front so that I have this pop of color up here. It matches the season so well, and I'm so happy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. That way I know that you enjoyed this video, and I can make more videos like this. I'll definitely keep you updated on how this brown fades out of my hair, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be touching up the undercut a little bit more just because I'm not too happy with it. It still looks like a leaf, but it could look better, so I'm gonna fix that. If you guys wanna see any of my other undercut designs, I made a playlist specifically just for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to keep your heads up and go outside and enjoy this lovely weather because I forgot what the sun felt like on my skin. I'm so happy. Okay, bye.